How's it going, ladies and Bruces? I'm Bobby Sixkilla and welcome back to Exit Corners. It's time for Chapter 20. Two sides. We are getting very close to the end now. Very close indeed. Hopefully we can get a good ending. I don't know what endings there are, if there are good endings, bad endings, what we need to do to achieve good endings, but we're getting to the point where I need to worry about that. Hopefully just not being an asshole to everyone is a good start. I'm trying to be nice to everyone. Whether that's the right thing to do or not, I don't know, but we'll see. Alright, let's go. We've got Tiana and we've got Sean, and we're switching back and forth between the teams. Black. That's right, he wouldn't let me choose the door I wanted. I'll go with the black door. Through the black door with Liza, Tiana and Sean. I tried to go through the blue door, and Ink refused, the bastard. Wait, is that really what I want? No. Ink had something of a last-minute change of heart. More than anything, he wanted to go along with Ether, but knew it would be wrong to act on such selfish impulses. The responsible thing to do would be spend some time with the new contestants. Why had they been added to the game last minute? Then there was Liza. She was still hiding something. Something big. One way or another, Ink knew he ought to figure out what it was. Something at the back of his mind was telling him that the black door was the correct choice, and so he stuck with it. That's why you ignored my command? The black door? Sure thing, bud. We could probably use the help. I understand. Ether, Ray, and I have more experience with these puzzles than the rest of you. Barring some drastic action on sense, but we can still switch between doors as we see fit. Let's hope you didn't just jinx us with that comment. Ink knocked twice on a nearby table. Something at the back of his mind was telling him that it wasn't real wood, but he decided to ignore it. Ink! Huh? What'd I do? You're bleeding again. Ink put his hand to his nose. She was right. Why'd you yell at me for that? I can't control that. It had stopped as soon as it had started, and it hadn't really hurt like the last time. But Ink had experienced another nosebleed. He wiped the blood off on his sleeve. It hadn't bothered him at all, but he could see some of the other contestants were worried, Beth especially. That's probably our cue to hurry up. Yeah, let's get shit on. And so they did. After exchanging various forms of good luck, the contestants went through their designated doors. You be careful, okay? Ether thumbed away whatever blood must have remained on Ink's upper lip. And it's my line. Ink mirrored Ether and jokingly ran a thumb over her upper lip. We're not very original, are we? No, I guess not. Ink chuckled. I'll catch you later then. Good luck, detective. Good luck, Ether. Ether went in for a quick hug, then the two contestants headed toward their respective doors. It was a good nap. And with that, Ink was the only contestant left in the hall. I'm not going to let you win, Scent. I'm getting out of here alive. Ink's words were met with silence, but he knew that Scent had gotten the message. Finally, Ink stepped through the black door himself. Oh god. The other contestants were chatting at the center of the bureau. So the door leading to the next room stays locked until we solve a puzzle? That's usually it, yeah. And if there's no puzzle on the monitor, then what do? We wait around for Scent to turn it on. It depends. It varies from room to room. Gotcha. Any ideas, Ink? Let me see here. Come on, Ink. Didn't they say you were the best puzzle solver of the bunch? There is no puzzle yet, asshole. Give me a minute to look around the room, at least. Jeez. Ink shook his head and made a lap around the study. Other than the obvious cracks along the edges of the room, the layout was nearly identical to the two other studies he'd encountered. The monitor was indeed just an empty blue screen. So what's the scoop? This is the third time we've encountered a study-esque room like this. The layout is pretty similar to the last two. How do we get the monitor online? Not sure. You said this is the third room like this one you've encountered. What'd you do to get the monitor online the last two times? Well, the last time the screen was on when we walked into the room, and the time before that, we never actually figured it out. No, he just blew up one of the fucking piles. If you never figured it out, how'd you clear the room? Ray tried to cheat, which made Scent blow up one of the explosives at the base of the building, and then Scent gave us an alternate puzzle, whatever that means. So you never actually figured it out? No, I guess we didn't. Well, we'll get a second chance to figure it out right now. Right? I guess. Let's split up and give the room a good floor-to-ceiling search. Sounds good. I'll take this side over here. The four contestants split off, each heading to a different corner of the room. Ink began his search on the right side of the room and was almost immediately overcome with deja vu. Man, this room's a little worse for wear, but these rooms are nearly identical. I mean, I know this place is fashioned after a hotel, but something about this feels off. The smell was the same too. The same musty smell that had reminded him so much of the bookstore he used to visit, and the person he used to be. Ink shook his head. There was no time to reminisce. He scoured a nearby bookshelf, top to bottom, reading every spine, but found absolutely nothing that stood out. Tiana edged closer and closer to him as they searched. He couldn't help but sneer. Hey, find anything? No. Ink was happy to end the conversation right there and then, but Tiana continued to stare at him. Let me ask you something, Ink. Is it important? How well do you think you know Ray? I don't know. Known him for less than a day, so probably not super well. Ink turned away from her. Listen, I don't think we have time to chat about Ray right now. Let's keep searching. Ugh. Hey, what's going on over there? Whoa, you okay, Tiana? Yeah, just a little bleeding. Hey, I think it's starting to go away. Ink giving you a hard time or something? Ink didn't do anything. Yeah, I didn't think so. Ink's a total softie anyway. Look how cuddly he is. Sean wound his arms around Ink for a very tight hug. This is perhaps Sean's favourite form of harassment. Ink winced as Sean dragged his prickly beard across his cheek. You can stop now. Come on, man, I'm just teasing you. You gotta know that by now. Is this how you treat your legion of girlfriends? Only the ones who are giving me a hard time. Gotta assert my dominance, you know? You're disgusting. Sean snickered in acknowledgement. He took a book off the nearby shelf and began to rifle through it aimlessly. Say, you consider yourself a bibliophile, right, Ink? Yeah, for sure. You ever fuck a book? What? Sure, knock it off. Oh, come on. It's just a little thought exercise. So, Ink, were you ever, like, physically intimate with a book? Come on, even I don't like books that much. And you know that's not what what a bibliophile means, right? Good answer, bud. Sean began to flip through the pages fast now, clearly not reading a thing. Could you imagine it, though? I don't know, maybe. What's the point of this exactly? Much to his chagrin, the thought suddenly crossed his mind. He imagined how utterly ridiculous it would look and how awkward it might feel. He imagined the stench and considered the potential for some unfortunate paper cuts. And then, a split second later, he cast that silly imagery from his mind. Listen, are you going somewhere with this, or are you just trying to be funny? This is clearly a setup for some kind of idiotic joke. Almost. I don't really have a punchline or anything. Just kind of playing off the whole bibliophile thing. I learned the word just the other day, you know. I can tell. Anyway, the real reason I'm bugging you guys is because I figured out how to get the monitor to work. What, really? Yes, sir. I'm pretty positive this is it. Come check it out. Boom. What are we looking for exactly? Oh, hey Liza, almost forgot you were here. Anyway, have a closer look. See if one of you can find it. Shouldn't be too tough. Let's see, these books look like they're from authors with last names starting with S, T, U, and V. Uh-huh. Now which of those letters is most important to us? S, T, U, and V. I don't know. How could we possibly know? Scent, S, T. What's our name? Ink, Kim, Sean, another S, Liza, Tiana, T. S and T definitely stand out specifically. Scent, you know, starts with S, ends in T. Sean starts with S, Tiana starts with T. That's all I've got to go on though. Let's go with T. T? Ink made his way over to the T section. He looked up and down the shelf for something that stood out. Not sure you picked the right letter, bud. Ink ignored his friend and kept scouring the bookshelf. That's when he saw it. Dude, that was the wrong letter. Clearly. No, it wasn't. Ink reached for the book and read the title aloud. Advanced Neuroelectric Interfaces by Nolan Thatcher. Thatcher! Her dad. Oh, that's one of my father's books. Has he written many? Quite a few, yeah. He wrote most of them during his stint as a professor at BBU. This one's a bit more recent, I think. That's not exactly what I had in mind, but it's sort of interesting, I guess. Not sure how that's supposed to help us escape, though. It won't help us escape necessarily, but Nolan Thatcher has connections to a few of us contestants. You too, namely. It's not impossible that his research is somehow important. I don't know, man. I think that's a bit of a stretch. And that thing's a doorstopper. Not even you could read that whole thing in the time we have left. No, but I could start skimming it if we have a spare minute. And I could always read it after we escape. Even if we make it out of here alive, I'm sure I still have questions that need answering. I'm gonna hang on to this, I think. Suit yourself, man. Liza, could I ask you to hang on to this for me? Fine. Ugh, my shoulders are gonna be so sore tomorrow. Anyway, moving on. I was hoping one of you would have picked S, you know, for scent. Why was scent your first thought? The guy's clearly got a huge ego. Of course he's gonna make us search for him. It's pretty obvious if you think about it. Well, you know, I did come up with S originally. I said S or T. Scent's not the only one with a big ego. If you just look down here near the bottom, sure enough, near the bottom of the bookshelf, there was 4 titles that stood out. The Truth Behind Your Abduction, volumes 2, 4, 3, and 1. Each volume had been written by one Scent. Hank picked up volume 2 and leafed through it. Every single page was blank. Can't say I expected much else. He said jokester, there's Scent. The important bit isn't the pages though. It's the order of them. 2, 4, 3, 1. Look. Sean grabbed the book from Hank's hand and pointed at its spine. Look how thick it is. There's definitely something embedded in here. Now let's see what happens if we arrange the books like so. Hank rearranged the 4 volumes so they were in ascending order. And just like that, Hank heard the monitor spark to life. Huh. They must have some RFID tags in the spine. Come on, are you telling me this is what you had you guys stumped earlier? Well, I can't be sure this is what the solution was last time, but yeah, maybe. You poor schmuck. No wonder it's taken you so long to clear all those rooms. Hey, I hadn't even been looking at the side of the room. I definitely wouldn't have missed that. Actually, now that I think about it. Liza, weren't you the one looking through this part of the room? Back in the green wing? I don't remember. No, it was definitely you. How'd you miss that? You don't think books titled The Truth Behind Your Abduction might be a little suspicious? The author's name is Scent, for goodness sake. I didn't have the time to read every single title on the shelf. It'd take you like 30 seconds. Whose side are you on here? I missed them, okay? Yeah, why are you picking on Liza like this? She must just miss them, that's all. You know, I'd never pick on you, honey. Oh, shut up. Alas, rejection. My heart is being ripped asunder. Better get used to it. Seriously though, my insides feel like total garbo. In a flash, Sean had gone from his usual chipper self to keep keeling over, groaning in agony. Sean, here, let me get some napkins or paper or something. It's okay. It's calming down. These are getting more and more frequent. There's only so much blood we can lose before more serious effects start cropping up. Why don't we get started on the puzzle then? Right, might do me some good to think about something else. You guys get started. I need a sec. Let's check on our straggler first. Liza? What? Listen, I didn't mean to sound so critical of you back there. Yeah, I know. I shouldn't have let it get to me. I really was trying though. To help. It's frustrating that I missed something so obvious. Don't worry about it. There's no guarantee we had the same puzzle back through the green wing. Besides, rummaging through bookshelves probably isn't something you do every day. Exactly. Most of what I read is on the computer. Fiction, news, company dossiers. You mean the documents relating to your father's company? Those are all stored locally at your home? What do you take us for, Neanderthals? Stuff like that's too vulnerable to leave around in a filing cabinet or random server. Our home network's the safest place for it. That makes it sound kind of sketchy. You got the wrong idea. It's sensitive information, that's all. Trade secrets, important research, transaction details, CEO's eyes only. You're so ignorant sometimes. But you're not the CEO. Yeah, but I will be, eventually, so it's okay if I have a peek now. I'm just getting a head start on things. I only look up the business side of things anyway. The research is basically gobbledygook to anyone who isn't a neuroscientist. Your father doesn't know that you've been snooping around in those archives, does he? Why are you being so pushy, huh? I can't believe I wasted my time humouring you. Enough of this. We got a puzzle to solve. I'll get answers from you yet, Liza. I know you're hiding something. But for now, I agree with you. Let's solve this thing. Please be an easy one. Oh no. Oh no. Match edges. Oh, I see. Match edges. Okay. Maybe these are corner pieces then. They look like corner pieces, don't you think? There you go, like that. This doesn't look so bad. he says. Hopefully. Hey, that looks pretty good. Is that good? Ah, dude, that was an easy one. I was worried, man. That looked scary. Nice. Well done, lads. Ahem. And lasses. Lads and lasses. Ladies and Bruces. I heard the door unlocked just now. We should get a move on. That's 2 down. We'll have this thing beaten in no time. To victory. Or whatever. With gusto, Sean marched over to the door and essentially kicked it open. Liza followed him shortly thereafter. Hey. Oh, hey Tiana. I want to pick up where we left off. Oh, fuck off, lady. I mean, do we have to? Ink sighed, shooing Tiana with a dismissive wave. You mean about Ray? Listen, that is not important. We need to keep moving, keep solving these puzzles. Ink turned away to resume his search, but Tiana grabbed his arm and forcefully spun him around. She pinned him against the bookshelf and wore a gaze so intense, Ink couldn't help but yelp. Did I do something to offend you? No, what are you talking about? You've been giving me the cold shoulder ever since I woke up here. You're real chummy with everyone else, but you don't seem to want to have anything to do with me. You don't want to talk to me. You rarely answer my questions, and you've just been rude in general. And it's just you. Everyone else is at least pretending to like me. So what's getting you riled up so much you won't even look at me, huh? Ink tried to wiggle free of her grasp, but it was no use. She was much stronger than he was. He squirmed a bit more to make it look as though he were trying to get comfortable, but that didn't appear to work either. Okay, first of all, this isn't helping. Finally, she let go of Ink. Though she didn't back away. There was a lull as Ink tried to think of something to say. He told you about me, didn't he? I mean, yes. A little about your relationship, a little about that algorithm. RN. That's the one. It's just, I don't understand how you could do that to someone. Whatever he told you, I can guarantee you only heard what he wants you to hear. I know that man better than anyone. He's sure to paint his words to make it look like he was the victim in all of this. There are 2 sides to every story, eh? Remember that. Hey, wait. It was Ink's turn to grab Tiana's wrist as she turned to leave. What? You're gonna walk away just like that? I have the information I wanted. That's all I care about. Aren't you gonna tell me what happened between you two? What really happened? She snapped her arm back to her side. No, because I'm above bad-mouthing people when they aren't around, and I thought you wanted to hurry up and escape. I see. Sorry I asked. Look, if you can get Ray on board with it, I'll tell you the whole thing. For now, though, don't be so quick to trust Ray. That's all you wanted with me, then? Yeah, sorry for being so forceful. Bad habit of mine. Yeah, you still seem like an arsehole. Even if Ray was lying, and what you did wasn't your fault, you still seem like a jerk in general. So, yeah, I still don't like you. We're not friends, Ink, and I'm not sure we ever will be, but I don't want to be enemies. I can agree to that, at least. I'll try to keep you in the loop from now on. Shall we join up with Liza and Sean? Yeah, let's go. Ink arrived to find Sean and Liza mid-conversation. Sean was trying to hit on her, no doubt. Tiana stepped in to intervene, an exasperated look on her face. And that's when Ink heard it. Felt it. Ink froze. It had been a while since he'd heard it, but there was no mistaking that sound. That's my Gemini. Ink stared at his Gemini, awestruck. He looked up, then back down at the device, then up once more. Sean's right there. So who... Hello. How are you, Ink? It still said Sean's name there. What the hell? Oh, no. Well, here we go again. I do want to know what Tiana has to say, but also, I don't like her. Anyway, hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.